A warm welcome for everyone to session number 42 in the part of React Learning series. In this session, we will continue discussing about routing. In our previous discussions about routing, we have seen how we navigate from one component to other component by clicking on different links. There will be few scenarios where we have to do navigation programmatically. Like for example, assume that we have three components. One is login component, second one is home component, and the third one is edit profile component. When a user is in login component and when he enters the username and password, we validate the credentials, and if the credentials are valid, we navigate user to the home component. Else, we will display an error message. That means we have to do navigation programmatically. In this session, we will discuss about programmatic navigation in React. Let's open index.js file from our demo project. I have deleted all the code we have written in our last session. Now we will create four components one by one. They are login component, home component, edit profile, and app component. I have the code and I am pasting them one by one. Let's start with login component. We have a function called as login, which is accepting one parameter called as props. Within this component, we have created one state variable called as login data, and it is holding one object which has two properties called as username and password. And we have a function called as change login data, in which we are updating our login data state variable. We have a function called as on login, and then from this component we are returning two input elements using which user can enter username and password, and we have a button with a text as login. Let's paste the code of home component and edit profile component as well. As we can see, we have a function called as home, from which we are returning a text as welcome to home, and same is the case with edit profile component as well. Now we will create another component called as app component, in which we do the configuration related to routing. I have that component code handy as well, and I paste it here. We have a function called as app, in which we have configured the link components, and then we have configured our route components, and we are rendering our app component to our root container. Now let's go to login component. We have a button and we are calling a function called as onLogin on click of this button. Let's go to that function. Within this function, we will call our web API by sending our login data object. Let's write the code. We use fetch. I have the URL available handy. I paste it here. And then we pass an object. We specify method as post. We pass headers as well, and then we pass the body. To the body, we will pass our login data object. Then we convert the result into JSON. Our web API returns true or false based on the login credentials. If we get true as the response, we have to navigate to home component, else we will show an alert message stating that the credentials are invalid. So we write if result else show an alert. When we get true as the response, we have to navigate to home component. When a component is rendered by React Router, that component receives three different properties. They are location, match, and history. We have used match property in our previous sessions. Now we will be using another property called as history. So we write props dot history object has a method called as push, using which we can push a new entry into the history stack. And we specify /home. Save the changes. Navigate to the browser. Now let's enter invalid credentials. We get the alert. Now let's go ahead and enter valid credentials. Prajim is a valid user. And now let's click on login button. We can see we have been navigated to home component, and we can check the URL as well. From login component, we are navigated to home component based on the condition using history object push method. The history object has several methods. We have used one method called as push. This method pushes a new entry onto the history stack. The next method, replace. This method replaces the current entry on the history stack. Let's understand the difference between push and replace through our program. Let's go to home component. Let's add a button. Let's call a function on click of this button. Let's implement this function. On click of this button, we navigate to edit profile component using push method of our history object. In order to access history object, let us add a parameter to our home component function. And we say props.history.push/edit profile. We have added one more entry to the history stack, that is /edit profile. Save the changes. Now let's enter valid credentials. We can see we have been navigated to home component. Let's click on next button. We have been navigated to edit profile component. So the navigation path is from login component, we have been navigated to home component, and from home component, we are navigated to edit profile component. Our history object has the complete track of navigation paths. If we click on browser back button, we go back to home component, and if we click on back button again, we go back to login component. Now, instead of using push method and doing the navigation, we will navigate to edit profile component using replace method. Save the changes. Let's repeat the same steps and we navigate to edit profile component. Even now, our navigation path remains same, but when we are navigating from home component to edit profile component, we have used replace method, which replaces the current history stack. Resulting, now if we click on back button, we can observe that we have been navigated to the login component but not to home component. That is the difference between push method and replace method. We use replace method when redirecting from an invalid URL. So browser does not record the invalid URL entry. In the other cases, we use push method. The other useful methods are go back, using which we can navigate back. The next one is go forward, using which we can navigate forward. And the other useful method is block, using which we can prevent navigation. Thank you for watching this video and have a great day.